Asanas. Week 1. Day 1 of training. Preliminary yoga techniques. First, read and memorize as much as you can from these preliminary yoga techniques and the proper technique for executing the asana. This is itself a yoga technique for improving memory and cerebral activity in general. Beginners will start learning 2 to 4 asanas per week and will take into account all other indications presented in our premium courses. The asanas that will be presented in week 1, Padahastasana, Bhujangasana, and Shavasana. Adopt the positive mental attitude described in our premium book or courses. Then, perform the heating exercises, also described in our premium courses. And then, before executing each asana, mentally view your own body in the final posture as described in our premium book or courses. In Sanskrit, pada means foot, asta means hand, utthana means intense stretch or straight or extended, and asana means posture or seat. Starting position, standing with parallel soles spaced about 12 centimeters. Bend the body forward, and with your hands grasp the toes. The legs do not bend. Those who fail to touch the toes, will let their relaxed hands to hang to the ground. The palms are placed on the ground in front of the feet, when the elasticity allows. Attention is focused on the perceived energy flow, described in our premium courses. In the final position, will be perceived the circulation of energies corresponding to this asana as described in our premium courses, as well as energizing the chakra indicated in the same course. Keep posture as long as possible. For beginners, 10 to 30 seconds is sufficient, then resume 2 to 3 times. Increase execution time by 10 to 30 seconds per week, depending on the possibilities of each one. On return, perform the movements in reverse order until you reach the initial position. In the recovery position, you realize the corresponding awareness as described in our premium courses. Contraindications. People with severe back problems. People with heart conditions and suffering from hypertension. People with heart, abdominal, brain, spine recently surgeries. People with heart, abdominal, brain, spine recently surgeries. People with severe spinal problems and those with grave slip disc. People with backward slip disc. People with grave peptic ulcer or hernia. Pregnant women in more than 3 months. The persons whose the doctor has forbidden them the execution of this asana. Effects and benefits. Intense energizes the legs and Muladhara chakra. Energization of Muladhara chakra causes a general regeneration and increased vitality. Strengthens the muscles and tendons of the legs. Elasticizes the spine to help heal some of the spine's affections. Asana help restore normal position of vertebral discs moved forward. In the yogic concept, an elastic vertebral column ensures youthfulness. Helps regenerate and rejuvenate. Helps remove wrinkles. Helps to eliminate fat on the abdomen. Tonifies the nervous system. Shavasana. Complete yogic relaxation. The name comes from the Sanskrit words shava meaning corpse and asana meaning posture or seat. So, Shavasana can be translated as corpse pose. The earliest mention of this asana is in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Is usually practiced at the end of a yoga session. Starting position, lying on the ground on the back, immobile, head southward, with hands and feet slightly distant. Make a global view of your own body lying on the ground and relaxed, as if look at it from the outside. Gradually relax the body muscles, starting from the head to the soles, focusing attention on each muscle group, visualizing it relaxed. Thus, it starts in order, to relax the muscles of the head, forehead, eyes, cheeks, mouth, throat, neck. Continue to relax the muscles of the chest, abdomen, and back, from up to down, for each muscular group. Then, relax the arms from the shoulders to the fingertips, beginning with the left arm and then with the right one. After a few sessions of practice, you succeed to relax the arms simultaneously. There will be a fine touch on the respective muscle group and its relaxation. Keep that muscle group relaxed and move your attention to the next one. Continue to relax, in order, the muscles of the buttocks, pelvis, then the muscles of the upper to the toes, starting with the left foot and then the right one. It is perceived a lack of body contour, consciousness expansion, silence of mind. Also, the body is perceived as a coat, like a coat that we have stripped off. Remain in the posture 5 to 10 minutes. The duration can be extended up to 30 minutes. In the same positions, the deep relaxation of the whole body is perceived for 1 to 2 minutes. Then, open your eyes, move your fingers from the hands and feet and stand up. Effects and benefits. With this asana, tiredness caused by other asanas is eliminated. Shavasana relaxes your entire body and releases tension. It calms your mind and helps with neurological problems. The pose cures insomnia and improves your concentration. Shavasana is intended to rejuvenate the body, mind, and spirit. In Shavasana, yogi's breath deepens, and the stress of the day is released. The practitioner forgets all other thoughts and surrenders any psychological effort. While in Shavasana, yogis slip into blissful neutrality and reflect on the practice. Day 2 of training. Bhujangasana. Cobra pose. For beginners, day 2 of training can be within 2 to 3 days of the previous training. This aspect is also valid for other training days. Start with the yoga prelimination techniques described on day 1 of training. Then execute the Padahastasana as before described. And then execute Bhujangasana as described below. In Sanskrit, the word Bhujanga means snake or serpent and asana means posture or seat. Start position, lying down on the ground with the chin on the ground and the legs stretched slightly distant. Put the palms on the ground under your shoulders with the fingers forward and the elbows near the body. Slowly lift the torso, arcing the body backwards with the help of your hands. The bottom body portion of the pool remains in contact with the ground, and the chest is pulled out. The head is arched to the back, and the mouth is closed. Breathe normally. Relax the muscles, especially the buttocks muscles. In the final position, will be perceived the circulation of energies corresponding to this asana as described in our premium courses, as well as energizing the chakra indicated in the same course. Keep posture as long as possible. For beginners, 10 to 30 seconds is sufficient, then resume 2 to 3 times. Increase execution time by 10 to 30 seconds per week, depending on the possibilities of each one. On return, perform the movements in reverse order until you reach the initial position. In the recovery position, you realize the corresponding awareness as described in our premium courses. Finally, we imagine our spine as revitalized and perfectly healthy. Precautions. In the case of hyperthyroidism, the head will not be arched back but remains in the extension of the body. Contraindications. In case of hernia, recent surgeries at the abdomen or spine, as well as in case of discopathy. In case of fractured ribs or vertebral column. Pregnant women. The persons whose the doctor has forbidden them the execution of this asana. Effects and benefits. Flex and tonifies the spine. Helps cure spinal cord diseases. Helps to correct pathological curves caused by kyphosis, scoliosis. Helps in case of back pain, lumbago, myalgia. Helps restore the normal position of the vertebral discs moved back. Helps normalize thyroid function. Helps in case of indigestion, flatulence, constipation. Restores and maintains self-confidence, relaxes and calms the mind. Develops self-confidence and heals inferiority complexes. At the end of the training day, execute Shavasana, described before. In advanced stages of practice, after the asana session follows breathing techniques, exercises to improve attention and concentration, followed by meditation exercises. All of these are described in our courses for the advanced ones and will be made available gradually.